Hi, my name is Julianne Arney, and I'm a licensed clinical social worker working in private practice in the state of Florida. Welcome to the Cultivative Conversation podcast, where I engage listeners in conversation about mental health related topics and use questions designed to assist with exploring themes of gratitude, nostalgia, sharing, and learning, to normalize mental hygiene, and to invoke togetherness and intimacy through conversation. Welcome to another episode of the Cultivative Conversation podcast. This week's Cultivative Conversation question is as follows. When was the last time you cried? The last time I cried was maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago while watching a documentary called Daughters. The film followed a group of Black fathers who were incarcerated with families living in DC, and the fathers were engaging in a fatherhood group with the hopes of participating in a father-daughter dance with their children once they successfully completed the group. The film also follows the daughters of these fathers, and the children were of varying ages. So we get to watch them experience and cope with the challenges of their fathers being incarcerated at different stages in their development. The documentary also follows their journeys over several years. And I cried like a baby watching that film. The impact of incarceration on families has been an area of study for me for a long time. And I also really connected personally to the experience of parental separation. I don't want to spoil the documentary for anyone who may watch, so I'll just say that I believe that the filmmakers were very effective in providing insight that encourages empathy for families just in general who are affected by incarceration. This week, we have someone joining in on the conversation. Let's hear what they had to share together.
Yes, the last time I cried was about a week ago when I was watching this show called Bones. One of the main characters actually had an opportunity brought to her to, um, I guess, be the primary caregiver or primary caretaker of a child they used to live with. And at first, there was a lot of tension between them two because how the situation went about. She actually felt like she got abandoned by the one of the main characters. But turns out that that wasn't the case. And it turns out that she ended up being able to adopt her. And it was just a beautiful moment. And it touched me in a way that I was not expecting. So a few tears dropped down my face.
Seems like I was not alone in having an emotional moment watching TV recently. And thank you for sharing, for sending in your message and sharing and taking part in this week's conversation. If you wish to share your thoughts or to join in on next week's conversation, please use the link in the episode description to see what next week's question is and to send me a message. Until next time, take care. Thank you for joining me for this cultivative conversation. If you have not already, please subscribe to the Cultivative Conversation podcast and share this episode with a friend.